Hey everyone, welcome to another ranking. Here's my ranking of James Cameron's movies. Yes, James Cameron is an amazing writer, director, / producer, and he's made a lot of great movies throughout these years, and I thought I'd rank all his movies from my least favorite to my favorite. And I'm only ranking movies he's directed, not movies that he produced or just written and stuff, and I'm not including his documentaries, just his full-length feature movies that he wrote, that he directed. Alright, let's get to it. Here's my ranking of James Cameron's movies from my least favorite to my favorite. Alright, coming in number 8 is Piranha Part 2, The Spawning. Yes, this was the very first James Cameron movie, and you gotta start off somehow. This is just like David Fincher. His first movie was Alien 3. It was his worst film. Same thing with James Cameron. Piranha Part 2, The Spawning, is a piece of shit monster movie. It's got horrible effects, terrible acting, and you're just wondering, did James Cameron really do this? But like I said, you gotta start off somehow. This was his first movie, just beginning his film career, so I cut him some slack for this movie, but this movie's absolute garbage. Bad effects, not scary in the slightest bit. It's got some bad acting, sloppy direction, and everything about this movie's utter garbage. Yeah, can you believe they actually remade these movies, and they're just as worse. So yeah, Piranha Part 2, terrible. Coming number 7 is Avatar. Yes, this is one of the most overrated movies out there. I know there's a fan basis for this, but I know a lot of people are starting to hate this movie, and I'm part of the hate because I don't care for this movie. I don't like this movie, Avatar. I know, again, there's still fan bases, people love it. That's fine. If you love Avatar, that's fine, but I can't stand this movie. This has such an unoriginal story. This is basically the same plot line for Dances with Wolves, Pocahontas, Last of the Mohegans. It has the same message as Last of the Mohegans and Ferngully and shit. There's nothing remotely original about this movie. The only thing I like about this movie is the world of Pandora. It looks good. The effects on the world look good. But other than that, I don't think the effects look even that great. The Na'vi don't even look good. The big blue people, they don't look anything spectacular. The creatures aren't very creative. The characters in this movie are all really boring and uninteresting characters. Sam Worthington is a very bland actor, and he's awful in this movie as Jake Sully. Zoe Saldana is a great actress, but she's terrible as Neytiri. Sigourney Weaver's trying, but even she can't make this shitty script work. The script for this movie was absolutely terrible. I thought the dialogue wasn't good, the story wasn't very well written, there's nothing compelling or riveting about this movie, nothing original about this movie, and again, the cast wasn't good. Stephen Long, Michelle Rodriguez, Giovanni Ribisi, everyone sucks in this movie, and yeah, again, the story isn't original, and the message it's saying isn't original. Some of the action sequences are good, and some of the parts of the world of Pandora look pretty good, but I don't like this movie. I never saw the like for this movie. When people said this movie was a masterpiece, I was baffled. I'm like, what? This movie, a masterpiece? Please, come on. This movie's overrated. Coming number 6 is True Lies. Yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis. Arnold, I love this movie. True Lies is a great film, great action, comedy, romance movie. Arnold is great in this movie. He's so funny. I love him as his character Harry, the secret agent who's hiding a secret from his wife and his daughter. But when one day he thinks his wife is cheating on him, she gets involved in his secret agent work, and shit goes down, and it gets even more funny and even more action-packed. I think Jamie Lee Curtis steals this entire movie. She is hilarious in this movie. Tom Arnold is great in this movie. Bill Paxton is such an idiot in this movie, but I fucking love him. What a bad guy to beat himself. It's so funny in this movie, so great. The comedy in this movie is great, the action in this movie is great. It's very long, but it needs to be long, because you're just having so much fun with this movie. This is probably one of the most funnest James Cameron movies out there, and I really like this movie. This is just a fun, great action comedy, and I love it. It's True Lies. It's a great movie. Coming number 5 is The Abyss. This is a great movie. Beautiful visuals and stunning performances by Michael Biehn, Mary Elizabeth Manostrano, and Ed Harris. Ed Harris is fantastic in this movie. I love the story of an alien and these people looking under the ocean for beings from another planet, and it's just awesome. The ending climax of this movie is very gripping. This movie is visually stunning, and the performances are all fantastic. And this movie gets freaking dark and very thrilling. Michael Biehn in this movie is one psychotic prick. And Ed Harris steals every scene he's in. He's so good in this movie. I love the scene when he meets the aliens and when he goes deep down to the ocean and that gook in his helmet. That scene is just so well done, and I love this movie. It's a great sci-fi movie, and it's a very good dramatic movie, and it's also got a really sweet romance in it. And yeah, I love The Abyss. It's a very good and such a classic science fiction movie, and this is one of the reasons why James Cameron is a very talented director. I love The Abyss. Coming number 4 is Titanic. Yes, winner of 11 Academy Awards. Only 3 movies done that, and Titanic was one of them. This movie's so good. I know some people kind of like to hate on this movie, like they hate on Avatar. Some people say, oh, Titanic's so overrated. That one I cannot agree on, because Titanic is a great movie. Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio are both amazing in this movie. The chemistry between both of them is just solid. Yes, this is a fictional story during a real-life event. The event of Titanic is real, but this fictional story with this romance of Jack and Rose, that's fiction, but the event of the Titanic hitting the iceberg and all those 1,500 people dying in the ocean, that part's real, and that part is just tragic. Oh my god. The last act of this movie is just damn near disturbing and very hard to watch, but it's so well done. It's very well directed. The visuals in this movie are amazing. The effects in this movie still to this day hold up, and yes, I still laugh at the scene when the guy falls down and hits the propeller. I'm kind of a sick bastard, but still, that scene just gets me a laugh. It's a very sad story between Jack and Rose. This romance that doesn't end well. It's a very sad movie. Everyone knows the ending to this movie, and everyone knows, yes, they could have took turns on that stupid floating door, but who cares? This movie's great. I love how it's executed. I love how it's directed. I think the writing for this movie is very well done. I love these characters. I even love the villain in this movie. Cal, played by Billy Zane. He's such a great villain. He's deliciously over the top, and I love him in this movie. I love the costumes. I love the entire production on this ship. You actually feel like you're on this Titanic ship with all these people in this era. It's just so well done. Very well directed, and that's all thanks to James Cameron, and there's a real reason why this movie won 11 Academy Awards, because this movie is just awesome. I love Titanic. Coming number 3 is Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Yes, I love the Terminator franchise. I take it back. I love the first 2 movies in the franchise. Terminator 2 is awesome. This is everyone's favorite Terminator movie. It's not my favorite, but I love this movie. I like the first one more, but this movie's still awesome. The action's awesome. The CG is very revolutionary. This is the reason why we have good CG now, because Terminator 2 perfected CGI. The CGI still holds up, so does the practicality. It's awesome. The T-1000 is an awesome villain. Arnold Schwarzenegger's back, and he's great. Edward Furlong is great as John Connor. Linda Hamilton is great as Sarah Connor. Even though she's kind of an unlikable bitch in this movie, she's still very good in this movie. It's very intense. It's very thrilling. The action in this movie is some of the best action you will ever watch in any movie, especially movies in the 90s. It's T2. Everyone loves T2, and I love T2. It's one of the best James Cameron movies, and it's my 3rd favorite. Coming number 2 is Aliens. Yes, I like Alien better than Aliens, but Aliens, still a great movie. The effects in this movie still hold up. The practical effects, the look of the xenomorphs are amazing. That alien queen still scares me. It scared me as a kid, still to this day scares me. I love this movie because it's like an army movie, because it's about these soldiers going to planet LV-426, and they're going to take out these xenomorphs, and it's awesome. Ellen Ripley's joining them, and Sigourney Weaver is amazing in this movie. I can admit her performance in this movie is much better. She actually got nominated for an Academy Award in this movie. She's amazing. I love the characters Newt. I love all these characters. I love Vasquez. I love Hudson. I love Hicks. I love everyone in this movie. They're all great characters. The entire soldier team, they're all awesome. The action in this movie is so good. This is more of an action sci-fi movie. The first one was more of like a thriller, which I liked more, because I love that claustrophobic, thrilling feel. This one is a straight-up action movie, and it's just awesome. I love action movies, I love sci-fi movies, and I love this movie. Aliens is James Cameron's 2nd best movie, in my opinion. And my number 1 favorite James Cameron movie is The Terminator. Okay, I've gone on and on about this movie a bajillion times. Everyone knows I love the first Terminator more than the second one, even though I still love the second one, but the first one is my favorite. I love that it's more of a sci-fi thriller, almost a horror movie, because the T-101 is a psychotic killing machine, and it's out to kill Sarah Connor. I'll be back. Fuck you, asshole. I love Arnold. Arnold is in this movie. He is so good in this movie. Some of the effects, yes, are a bit dated, but I still really love this movie. I love Michael Biehn as Kyle Reese and Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor. The chemistry between Sarah Connor and Kyle Reese is very strong. I buy this romance. They just have a great connection with each other. Arnold's great as the T-101. Everyone's great in this movie. It's very thrilling. It's very intense. It's a great sci-fi thriller / action movie. The action scenes in this movie are very well done. The last act of this movie is very thrilling. I love that scene when Kyle Reese blows his legs up and Sarah puts the machine on and goes, "You're Terminator, fucker." I'm like, yes, go Sarah Connor. And yeah, I love this movie. Everyone knows I love the first Terminator more than the second one. Of course, it's my favorite James Cameron movie. So yeah, that was my ranking of all of James Cameron's movies, from my least favorite to my favorite. So yeah, in the comment section below, please tell me, what is your ranking of James Cameron's movies from your least favorite to your favorite? Comment below and let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.